Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to talk to you about the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console as of August 18th, 2023. As always, chapters are listed down below. The first thing I want to mention today is something that I have been getting a lot of messages about, and that is that as of a couple days ago, the STO combat meter, when you go through and open it up, it is prompting you to reinstall the program and then to approve it again through Windows Smart Screen. And Sid basically found what the issue is here, so thank you, Sid. Basically, Microsoft rolled out an update to Windows the other day that messed with Click Once applications, which is something that SCM uses. So they are attempting to roll this back, and hopefully the issue will have resolved itself for many of you. But just know that the reason these pop-ups are happening with SCM is because Windows had a bad update go out, and they are rolling it back. So hopefully, if you haven't encountered the issue, you continue to not encounter it. So just wanted to let y'all know that everything is fine there. You are safe to continue using the STO Combat Meter program. And the next thing I want to quickly mention is that Master Replicas is going to have the Eagle Moss version of the Star Trek Online Enterprise F dropping on September 14th. And they have just put up some pictures on their Twitter of this if you're wanting to see what it looks like. So basically, this is the physical model of the Enterprise F from Eagle Moss, and this is the one that has the Star Trek Online skin on it. So far, they have at least 622 that will be available on September 14th. They don't have the pricing listed here, but if you look at ships that are similarly sized, I think we're probably going to be looking at about 30 to 40 bucks for the ship, plus like another 15 for shipping if you're here in the States. So if you're really wanting a physical model of the Star Trek Online Enterprise F that is not just a 3D printed one, then the Eagle Moss version is going to be available on the 14th. Set a reminder. I'll have links to this tweet and Master Replicas linked down below in the description if you want to check this out in further detail. And heading to the in-game side of things, for those of us on PC, we have an R&D and Duty Officer sale active now up through August 21st. This is a 20% off sale, and what this blog does not mention is that this is actually an Infinity promo drop for both of these packs also. So if you go in game and you look at the C store and you go to the items tab, you'll see that the Infinity promotion R&D packs are there, and I guess it's easier just to look under sale here. So yeah, Infinity R&D promo packs, and then you see all the Duty Officer ones listed as well. They have the text down there claiming and declaring that they are the promotional version of these packs. And what that means is that for those of you looking to put money into the game to get EC, you want to go through and pick up promo packs rather than master keys for the duration that these are available. And the reason for that is because promo packs, whether they be R&D or the Duty Officer variants, have a much better conversion rate for Zen to EC than Master Keys do. Say you wanted to get 1 billion EC right now. If you're buying the R&D promo packs, those are going for at least 30 mil right now. It would take you 9 of the R&D 4 packs. So basically, with the 20% sale here, you're looking at about 60 bucks. I don't have that listed on here, but it'd be about 60 bucks with the 20% off sale to get 1 billion EC. Whereas if you were looking to go the master key route, you'd be spending over 100. So promo packs are always a much better conversion than master keys for converting your Zen to EC. And if that's something you're looking to do, then make sure to take advantage of that. And if you're looking for a promotional ship, you can also go through and buy some of these to gamble, which I would not recommend. Rather, if you're really wanting to get one of the promotional ships, like the Constitution 3, I would recommend instead that you buy some of these promotional packs and then post them up on the exchange for sale. Almost all of them are still going for at least 30 million EC per. So if you're looking to get 1.5 billion EC to get a promo ship, you can do that for under $100 with this sale. So definitely take advantage of that if you're interested in getting EC or getting a promotional ship. And for those of us on PC, we have an upgrade weekend active right now up through August 21st. So if you have a couple of things that you've been waiting to upgrade, then now would be a good time to go through and do so. Like if you're stocking up on a bunch of these advanced engineering consoles, now's a good time to go through, grab them from your bank, and get them upgraded nice and easy with some Phoenix upgrades. So upgrade events like this are always very nice and will allow you to go through and get your upgrades done a bit cheaper than what they would traditionally cost. Now I'm trying to spam click this one for a demonstration, and it's gonna take a while, isn't it? Yep. Okay, there we go. So yeah, go through, get your upgrades done, especially, if you have an engineering heavy ship and you want to boost your weapons, maybe consider some of these isomagnetic consoles. Definitely not posting any of those to the market. But over on the PC patch notes for this week, we had just a couple of fixes here. Those of you that lost progression in the recent Galactic Red Alert event, they have apparently fixed that. And for those of you that are interested in the Friendship class flight deck carrier, they have went through and added a cloak to that ship. So that should make it match the rest of the ships from that 31st, 32nd era there. Now, I also just want to mention the reason that the patch notes are so light is because we are, I'd say, less than a month out, if I had to guess, from the next season. And when they work on new seasons for the game, it's usually a different code branch, a different version of the game internally. So a lot of the fixes that they're working on are probably on that new code branch, like the Maelstrom torpedo changes to bring it back up to a really nice point. Those are live over on Tribble right now because Tribble has the new code branch of the game. That's why they were doing the stress tests the other day or last week, whenever, as they wanted to test and make sure there were no issues with that copy of the game code. So expect things in the patch notes to be a bit light, and when that new season drops, we'll probably see a ton of things listed in those patch notes. So don't expect any major changes for the next couple of weeks, basically. And heading over to the console side of things, you guys have a 20% ship sale active up through August 21st. So if you have any standalone C-Store ships you've been looking at, or you're looking to stock up on fleet ship modules, upgrades, dry dock slots, ship slots, those types of things, then take advantage of the sale. However, if you're looking at picking up a bundle, then wait for an actual 35% bundle sale because you'll get a significantly better discount if you wait for that. And those of you on console also have a 2-week-long Red Alert event starting up on August 22nd that will be running up through September 5th. So if you play this for 10 days, you'll get an ultimate tech upgrade, a spec point, and an experimental ship upgrade token. And again, the easiest options for this are the Borg or Tholian Red Alerts. The last thing that I just want to quickly ask is, for any of you out there that have had the opportunity to mess around with an Intel Arc graphics card, have you experienced any graphical effects like the picture shown on the screen right now? I just want to know if this is an issue with my Arc A380 that I have, or if this is an issue in general with the Intel drivers and STO. So again, if you've actually used an Intel Arc graphics card with STO, then please let me know if you encountered these issues, because I want to know, with my graphics card luck so far this year, if this is an issue that I am dealing with exclusively with this A380, or if this is a widespread issue. The reason I'm using the A380 even in the first place, it's not a great card. It's $100 on eBay or on Newegg, brand new. But the reason that I'm using it is because my 3090 had something happen, like something shorted out on the back of the card, so that's in for RMA. And then the 7900 XTX that I had bought to replace the 3090 with the intention of selling the 3090 when it got back from RMA. Well, just a couple nights ago, the adapter that I was using from Thermal Grizzly burnt out on it. So it started to melt. And when that happened, that basically just, that's RIP GPU also. I mean, the 7900 XTX probably still works. It's probably just, melted plastic in that connector there, but, I can't get that melted plastic out, and I don't know what other damage, that would have caused to the card long term. So, thankfully, with the 7900 XTX, as soon as I told Thermal Grizzly about the issue that I had with the WireView adapter from them there, they asked if I could ship them both the graphics card and the WireView so that they could do some failure analysis. And they purchased both off me. So I got my money back for the 7900 XTX. And it has been long enough now with the NVIDIA RMA for that 3090 that I think I'm just going to go back to the 3090 when it gets back. But in the meantime, I am stuck using this Arc A380. I could go out and buy a new graphics card, but after dealing with the issues that I've dealt with the AMD stuff in the past month, I'm really not interested right now. The performance was good when it worked, but the issue is when it worked. The driver timeouts happening to me during streams was not acceptable. I didn't mind them that much outside of the streams. They really weren't that common, but they seemed to like to happen when I was streaming, and that's a bit of a mood kill to have that stuff happen in streams. And for the 7900 XTX, that melted connector also did not help. I could also go with the 40 series from NVIDIA, but I just don't think the price to performance is there. The 4090 seems to me to be the only good 40 series card, and I'm just not interested in dropping that much money on a graphics card. Going to 1,000 for the 7900 XTX was already pushing the limits of what I could afford in my budget right now. And now with that having failed, I'm just gonna use that money for other things and stick with the 3090 once it gets back. So that is how I ended up with the A380 in the system. And the worst thing about this is this $100 A380 has been the most stable experience that I've had in the past month. This $100 card is more stable than the 7900 XTX from AMD. It's actually pretty sad. The performance is nowhere comparable, but the stability, like I haven't had a single crash with the A380 so far, so good on Intel for the stability, and hopefully NVIDIA gets my 3090 back sooner rather than later. But that's going to be it for today. Again, thank you all for the continued support. I know content's been a bit light, but hopefully you can understand there's been a lot of technical issues. And before that, I was dealing with some family stuff. And then as soon as I get over those family issues, I'm hit with hardware issue. I buy a new graphics card, and then I'm hit with multiple issues trying to actually use that with the drivers it had. And then it started to, the power adapter to it melted. So just not been a fun time. I've been very, very unlucky here, but hopefully the unlucky streak will soon be over. Again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys around.